Hello and welcome. Today we're testing my 2009 Infiniti FX35 and how well it can tow. It is completely stock and got just under 91,000 miles. We're going to travel 160 miles with this 2016 Kia Sedona van on a tow dolly. It is going to be hot and we are gonna go over the grapevine. So it will be a true test. Towing empty with this Infiniti is very pleasant. There is good amount of sound insulation, which makes the ride with this U-Haul tow dolly is not too loud. Plenty of power, the car rides very smooth, and the dolly is not affecting your travel whatsoever. So next time we're going to connect when the Sedona is going to be loaded on, and we'll take it from there. We're gonna go over the grapevine, the lovely grapevine. So it's going to be the true test of this Infiniti FX35, how well it can tow. Almost at the destination. The gas mileage ended up being 22.3. Yes, it is a powerful and a smooth drivetrain, but you have to feed it well. Infiniti is leveled. A bit of a tight squeeze for the van on the dolly, but it will do. I had to center it in. That should not have any issues. Again, the van is about 4,500 pounds. The dolly itself is 850 pounds. For the future reference of this video, I will refer to this tandem as 5,300 pounds. First few minutes into the trip, just around town, no issues at all. Enough power, transmission is shifting well when needed and how needed. I do feel the weight on the back of the Infiniti now. Definitely you can get a sensation that you are towing. It's not an empty car anymore, but it's not to the point of being overloaded. So far so good. On the freeway we go. Let's reset the MPG so we will have a fair value on the way back. First incline, no issues. I'm going to shift it into the manual transmission mode so I can shift the gears how I want and when. But so far, that was the first incline. Even the automatic transmission is doing well, so it did not downshift abruptly. It held the gear at a decent speed and adequate power of the engine producing into the gearbox. So far so good. The ride is steady, no bouncy, there is no going left to right, no swaying. And what's good about, I thought, towing with this Infiniti is the brakes, because this is a sport version of an Infiniti SUV. And as a benefit, I got bigger drums and bigger pads because the dolly does not have the trailer brakes. That should help me definitely at the declines. But again, on the way here, going down the hills, the transmission was doing well. It was not outspeeding the vehicle, so it was sort of holding it in the speed that was comfortable for me to drive with. But now I will have 5,300 pounds pushing in the back. So far, good experience. Nothing to worry, complain about. The ride is pleasant. After about 15-20 minutes, once you adjust, adapt that you are towing now. Again, the rear of the vehicle is not overloaded. Let's say if you get a traveler trailer, you would just have to manage the weight. Either get some helpers, spring helpers, or some airbags. But in terms of the weight, the toe of the weight. It's doing a great job. It's definitely a well-built drivetrain. I'm watching the temperature. It's staying exactly at the same position as on the way there. On the flats, I'm getting about 17.1 mpg, which is not great, but again, it's a good drivetrain. It's powerful. It's very smooth. It's capable of a lot of things. So it likes to drink, and I feed it with premium only. It's solid, no swaying. I'm relaxed, completely enjoying my ride, and frankly surprised that this little, I would say, I guess it's not that little, but compared to the Yukons I had before, the Cadillacs and the pickup trucks, this would be considered a little SUV, right? But it's doing an excellent job. And that is how smooth, comfortable, and quiet the ride is on a good pavement. MPG is at 17.6, improved a little bit. Going 70 miles easily, again at 2000 RPMs. No issues whatsoever. The ride has been so far very good, pleasant, relaxing. I'm enjoying my day, the scenery, it's very beautiful. And a few times I totally forgot that I'm even towing. The drivetrain, suspension, and overall this Infiniti FX35 is managing this tow remarkably. Remarkably. Everything is good, plenty of power, you know what's going on, and it's just quiet, comfy in here. On top of everything that I already know and enjoy about this SUV, you know how it performs in town, the exhaust note, the power of this engine. It's fun to take it on mountain roads, anywhere you want, cruise on the freeway. Especially with all the options that I've got here. It got pretty much everything off the time. Now I know that it can also work. I can do some work with it. And on top of all of it, I only paid $6,000 for it. So there's a lot of value in this SUV. And it is unique, right? The way it looks. Let's agree it's a unique looking SUV. But I would be more concerned to tow this van with something like this, with this SUV, rather than with this simple Infiniti FX35. And there she is, the Grapevine. For those of you who do not know, this overpass is located north of LA as part of the Interstate number 5. It climbs about 4,000 feet in about 7 miles. It's quite steep, as you can tell, especially the first section of it goes up fairly quickly. I'm going to turn off the AC, switch the transmission in the manual mode, just to let the engine focus more on towing rather than supplying my comfort. And on we go. Halfway through, I'm down to 3rd gear, which is not too bad. And at this RPM, speed, and the gear ratio, Infiniti is doing an outstanding work. I'm controlling the power, so I can speed up, I can reduce the speed. 4th gear was on the edge, 3rd is just right. So I'm gonna hold it at 3,000 RPMs. That allows me to go about 40 miles per hour. Engine temperature is holding on well. Nothing to complain, it's doing an excellent work. And this is the final decline. Shifted down into fourth. And no drama so far again. My goal is to keep the engine running at about 3000 RPMs, just right at it. And so far so good. I haven't even applied the brakes yet. The weight management is okay so far. The trailer is not pushing. And we know that we got good brakes here. They're good size for the SUV and should help the tandem to slow down if needed, but I think we're gonna be good. And the MPG is going to be at 17. So there you have it. Once again, it's not about the size of the tool. So a lot of people always are willing to get the biggest out on the market SUV truck for work. It's knowing how to use the tool you got. And as long again as you know that you got the power, the brakes to do the work, to get the job done, then it's just the proper implementation. Use your skills, use your brain, and you can get done a lot of things with, in this case, it's a $6,000 SUV. In my book, an absolutely outstanding performance. I was not expecting. I thought we will get some sweat going over the grapevine with this van, but no, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Zero. Outstanding performance, remarkable for this size of the vehicle. Do it wisely. If you get something like that, do not fly down, do not expect to get over the mountains with your usual 70-80 miles per hour. Just be patient. You got everything you need in this SUV. Learn how to use it, adapt, adjust, and you'll have fun. This SUV will give you fun in town, on the mountain roads, travel, vacation, work. It fits everywhere well. It does everything great. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching this video. Please like it if you did, subscribe, so I will see you again. Have a good day. Bye bye.